Shout out to Ruslan. Ruslan, thank you so much for allowing me to have the chance to connect with you, bro. Like, you're a good brother. And shout out to Thi'sl. I'm going to be a little transparent right now. I gave my heart to the Lord back in 1997. Been serving God and serving Jesus and serving people ever since, right? And in those over 2 decades of being a believer, being a follower of the Messiah, at least trying and working out my salvation, right? I have allowed Christian hip hop to come into my space, my mind, and to influence me. And it was a season where Christian hip hop was like really heavy on evangelism, really heavy on preaching the gospel, and hope with the hopes that people will get saved. But I haven't listened to a lot of Christian hip hop today, and I can't even tell you outside of the like more close to mainstream artists who's out there, because it's difficult for me to get into the Christian hip hop that exists today, because I'm finding a couple of things that I just can't really align with. Things doctrinally, the I believe in excellence in the art that you present, and if you have a gift, do it to the best of your ability. But I see a lot of self in Christian hip hop. I really do. There's not much of visually. There's not much difference between what I see with secular hip hop and what I see in CHH. Even to the point of promotional material. Why is it? And I'm an honest question. Why do CHH artists have an issue with smiling in photos? Right? Like I see promotional photos, and they look like they don't have the joy of the Lord in them. Like God did not come into their life through the sacrifice of Jesus and save their souls, and they don't have joy. Like these Christian hip hop artists are just as angry as all the other. In fact, those that are secular seem to have more joy than the CHH artists. But I digress. But I was watching Thi'sl's replay of his live stream on his Twitter, right? And I watched Ruslan's State of Christian Hip Hop last night. I'm gonna tell you, these brothers they're on it. Like, they really are on it from a Christian perspective. Let's remove our preference for the genre of hip hop. Let's remove our love for it, and let's objectively look at CHH and where it's at today, or where it's at currently. Because I do believe, I disagree with Thi'sl that because I have had a chance to meet, fellowship, and know behind the scenes several Christian hip hop artists from the time of cross movement, right? And the ones that I've known back then were about Jesus. But I did see a shift where it went from evangelizing and seeing people saved to now trying to make a living off of it. And the problem with this is this. I do believe that a worker is worthy of his hire, right? Of his wages. But what happens is this, right? And this happens in churches and with pastors and stuff like that as well. When the focus shifts from being, I need to preach the gospel, to I need to do this so that my family can eat, then you're going to start doing things to make sure that your family eat, which means, because we're men, right? In most cases in Christian hip hop. And that's another thing about CHH. We're all the dope female artists. I digress. Because they're out there. But you will start doing things because your family needs to eat. So you'll compromise, right? Something that Thi'sl said about the gentrification, like CHH is just hip hop gentrified, and he's sort of right? So now what we're going to do is we're not going to be focused on creating music to evangelize to those who grew up, who are affected, who are in the hip hop culture. What we're going to do is we're going to do music now so that we can be booked on these Christian festival stages so that our family can eat. So we're going to make good, clean music, which is dope. I have no problem with that, right? If that's what you do, that's what you do, right? We're going to make good, clean music and sprinkle it with a little bit of Christianity, and so that we can rock these big stages at these Christian festivals, and sometimes not even the big stages, it's the minor stages in the big festival. They won't put you, unless you're Lecrae, on the main stage. They'll put you on a, because I'm not going to say the festival, it was a dope festival, but I ran a hip hop stage one year at a Christian festival, right? And it was dope. But then as I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, why aren't these Christian artists on the main stage, right? It was like, give us the little piece of the pie so that we can feel like we're a part of it. Either way. But what Thi'sl exposed is that he never seen like Jesus in CHH, in Christian hip hop. And that was confirming, because it got to the point today where I started to think about, like, do we really see Jesus, the central message of the gospel, in hip hop? In Christian hip hop. And that's an objective question that we really need to answer. How effective is CHH in reaching the lost? We Celebrate, which is a dope song, coming in hot, played in the clubs. What we should be celebrating is coming in hot, saving souls. So I don't mind it being played in the clubs. The fact that a song produced and made by Christians in a club is dope. But as Christians, should that be our mission? Should that be our goal? Should it be our goal that famous celebrities are doing short TikTok videos and Instagram reels and all that stuff, playing CHH songs? Is that the peak of the CHH experience? Like, is that the goal? Is the goal to get celebrities to say that? Is the goal to be validated by the world so much that when the world does validate you, you feel you have arrived? Is that the goal? And I think I stopped listening to. So I've really restarted listening to certain people in CHH, those that have proven to have a genuine heart for God and that make good, dope music, right? And considering where CHH is today, there really isn't much of a difference. It's not set apart. And I'm not saying I don't believe in the whole secular sacred, divide. Like, I'm a Christian and I live within the world, and I'm going to be a Christian within the world. But I'm going to be a Christian within the world. And what makes me a Christian, right, will be on the forefront of wherever I go as I interact and engage the world, which means that the gospel of Jesus Christ, right, will be at the forefront. Me being a blessing to even those who are not Christian will be on the forefront because I am called to serve. All right. And I think in CHH, they lost that fundamental domain that every Christian believer must have, and that's to serve. It's no longer about serve. It's about the financial bottom line. And what do I need to do next to reach the next financial goal? All right. Because at the end of the day, your family's got to eat, right? Right. So the question is Jesus in CHH today? Is it evident in CHH today? And I'm not here to answer that question. Thi'sl answered it. I'll let him be, because he's a gospel hip hop artist, Christian hip hop artist. He's been rapping and rocking stages, and he knows everybody in that arena. I don't know everybody. I know only a couple people, and that's only those that I have like a close relationship with. But yeah, is Jesus really in CHH anymore? Because again, there was a season where it was. Again, at least from what I see, or from what I know from behind the scenes of those who were big back in like the early 2000s that I had a close relationship with. It was. Is it that way now? Our CHH artists, after a show in the green room, you know, drinking and chopping it up and having a good time, while those who came to be ministered to are leaving, and you know, that's what it's become. It's become a business. Are we losing our salt? Have we lost our flavor? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Harrison Extended family through subscribing. And hit the bell notification so it'll let you know when I up. This is what happens when you teach in New York City. Crazy. It'll let you know when I upload new videos and go live. And yeah, if you'd like to support the channel, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Harrison Family Vlogs. That's going to change soon. Or hit the join button over here and join the channel so you can financially help this channel. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next upload or live stream, I'm out. Peace.